What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the Manga Madhouse, a channel where basically I just show my manga collection journey. I talk about manga, talk about anime, talk about manga I read, also do manga hauls. Probably going to do a lot more other content as I continue doing this content creation thing. So without further ado, if you cannot tell by the thumbnail title of this video, in today's video, we're going to be talking about my late summer manga haul. This is everything I've gotten from probably August till now. And technically, summer ends September 23rd. So I think today's September 20th. So I'll have this video edited and uploaded by September 23rd. So at least it makes sense. Or if not, it will come out the day of September 23rd. Also, my cat's in here. She's asleep, but I'm pretty sure if I keep talking, she's going to wake up. So if she does anything crazy, there will be a random cut. If you're new to the channel, then you probably don't know what box sets I have that are new. But if you've seen a couple of my videos, then I'm pretty sure you can already tell. We're starting off with the box sets, but I'm pretty sure based on how this looks, you can already tell what box sets are new. But we're going to go ahead and talk about the first one, which is Tokyo Ghoul. Tokyo Ghoul is one of the manga I probably wanted to read the most, and I still haven't yet. It's a show that I really liked. I really liked the anime. Second season was okay. One thing I've always heard was that the manga was so much better. And honestly, that was going to be the first ever manga I bought. But I knew it had a box set. When I went into Books A Million or Barnes & Noble, wherever I was, I saw the box set for Tokyo Ghoul and saw it was like $100 and something. So I was like, well, not today. I didn't go in there expecting to spend $100. So I ended up getting, I think Tokyo Revengers, yeah, is my first manga that I actually purchased. So I mean, I have it now. I still haven't read it. I just got it maybe like a week ago. So there's still time for me to read it. But the box set isn't anything special. I mean, I'm trying not to make too much noise because I have this like new microphone thing. So I don't want it to be, too close. But as you can see, there's some just cool art and there's like some characters and then obviously the main character. And it's 14 volumes. If I can put this back up there. Yeah. And I'm not doing the same thing for Akira, but anyway, we'll get to that when we get there. But there's 14 volumes in here. And I mean, it's pretty standard. Nothing, like I said, too crazy. It does come with this poster, which I think is pretty cool. I'm trying not to make too much noise, but maybe I'll just edit that out. But yeah, it comes with this poster, which I probably should have just had it already out. You can have it either way. And I've been thinking about adding more posters in my room to kind of like decorate because I actually always want to decorate like my room, my office area. However, I never know how I want to decorate it. So I just end up not doing anything at all. I'm eventually going to start. Oh God, I don't know what happened. I'm eventually going to actually start decorating my room. I mean, you should know everything about Tokyo Ghoul. If you don't, basically this guy, this kid, this student basically goes on a date. What ends up being a ghoul. He almost dies. They have surgery. And they basically end up making him half ghoul. So he goes through that. And that's kind of it. That's kind of like the premise. That's a very short premise without me spoiling anything. But yeah, so now we're going to get into Akira by Katsuhiro Otomo. I might be saying that. I might be butchering that, but it's okay. I've always heard good things about Akira. I've seen the movie maybe like twice, and I know that the movie doesn't encapsulate everything. So I've always wanted to read the manga. It's been something that's kind of always been on my list. I actually have a video. Did I say this already? Anyway, I already have a video that I'm editing. That's like the 10 manga I've always wanted to read or like I must read right now that I don't already have. And I made that video before. I think Tokyo Ghoul's on there too. I made that video before I got these and then I just got them. But I'm still going to release that video, so forgive me. But this is 35th anniversary edition. It is one of the nicest box sets I've ever seen. I'll show you how it opens, but I'm not going to go like lifting it up and stuff because I'm kind of doing this with one arm and I don't want to make too much noise. I will say that I will give you some B-roll so you can kind of see, but the way it opens is really cool. So see how it kind of like opens like that. And you see like right there. Yeah, it looks really cool. It's hardback. It comes with like a what is this called? Like an art book, and then there's 6 volumes. It's really, really quality. I really love that box set. It's already probably my favorite, like by itself, not including like the content as far as like the story or anything like that. But by itself, it's probably my favorite box set, like just the way the box looks. But once again, I'll probably have some B-roll going over that, so I won't have to show you each and every single volume and all that. They're heavy. I'm doing it with one arm, trying not to make too much noise. As I get used to this, maybe I can figure out like what I can and can't do. Because the whole point of me getting this was to hopefully provide better audio for y'all, because I'm an audiophile myself, so I try to provide the best content that I can by giving the best audio. The video, it can look okay. I just really want the audio to look the best, well, sound the best. That does it for up there. Next, we have the three, as we move into the single volumes, we have the first three volumes of The Boxer, which is a manhwa. And if you didn't see my last video, basically it's just me talking about The Boxer briefly. Essentially the difference between a manhwa and a manga is a manhwa is Korean based and a manga is Japanese based. Let me know if I'm wrong, but that's basically what I got from looking that up, just to make sure I wasn't telling anybody anything wrong, because I still get comments of people saying, this is my first time, getting into manga too. So if they're coming to my channel and I'm a beginner, I want to at least try to provide the best information that I can. But The Boxer by JH, I think is really good. The art in it's really good. I'll probably show up some screenshots or something, but the art in it is really good. They do a good job of like negative space, with, at least in my experience with manhwa, even though that's the only manhwa I've read, the negative space in that looks really good. They know how to not kind of fill up a page with words or anything like that. You just see the picture, and it also like a picture is really worth 1,000 words from at least this author, I guess we're going to use, because I don't know if it's a mangaka, if it's a manga person, but this creator will say they don't, fill up the page with words. They know how to kind of just use the picture and have that explain the whole scenario. I really like it. I'm probably deeper than that. I started reading online. It's one of the first things I've read where I was like, I got to read more. So I've been reading it online. I'm probably on chapter 30 something now. And so far, so good. You don't really learn a lot about you, who's the main character, but you do learn about like the other boxers and kind of the art of boxing. I think that's pretty cool. I'm not someone that is like deep into boxing. I watch it. Of course, I'll always watch like the big fights. Same with UFC, but I'm not like, I know everything. So this was a cool like glance for someone who's not really like dove into that culture. And, I don't know if you know this, but boxing is literally one of the biggest sports in the world. There's a reason it's so popular. There's a reason why, if you don't follow sports at all, you hear about the big fight, because boxing is literally one of the most popular sports in the world, up there with like soccer, tennis, and stuff like that. So good manhwa, good art style, a good story so far. I will say you would like to learn a little more about the main character, but I think that's what they're going for. They're trying to set the tone through the first three volumes, but it's not slow at all. It's not like, oh, here we go, I'm waiting, I'm reading 4 volumes before anything happens. No, stuff happens all throughout each volume. It's just maybe like if you're looking for the main character to finally do something, I would not say finally do something, but if you're looking for the main character to kind of like just jump out at you, it doesn't happen, at least as far as I am. But I think there's 150 chapters, so I got a long way to go before I can really say like my full thoughts on that. Another single volume I got is Mashal, volume 13. I think it's going to have 17 volumes if I'm not mistaken. I've talked about Mashal on this channel before. I mean, I read like the first 10 chapters. I really liked it, just didn't get around to it because it was something I was reading while I was in bed, because I would read it through the Shonen Jump app. But then as I started picking up The Boxer, I was like, oh, I can just read this instead. So I'm kind of waiting for Mashal to be like collected. I really like the first 10 chapters. I have nothing but great things to say about it. It is, I guess every Shonen Jump is going to follow the Shonen Jump trope, which I know some people don't like. However, it's entertaining. It's a good read. I'm not mad at it at all. It's like I said, thoroughly entertaining. It has good comedy. It also has like good intense scenes as well. And it's also nice I wouldn't say nice, but it's also reminiscent of Harry Potter, so that's kind of funny, but also it's interesting to see how Mashal is going to continue going to this magic school with no magic. However, he keeps like doing everything that everybody with magic has. Very impressive. I really like it. Check it out if you haven't already. I'm not going to go too much into it because I have before on this channel. 2 more single volumes I got are the omnibuses for Tokyo Revengers. I got 11 and 12 and then 13 and 14. I just got 13 and 14 like last Friday and I've already finished it. I love Tokyo Revengers. I don't know how to explain it. I know there are people who do not like it. I know there are some holes in the story. I know there are things that could be done better. But I love Tokyo Revengers. I just finished basically 11 and 12. I guess I don't want to spoil it, but essentially, is the 11 and 12 is finishing one arc, and you slowly progress into the next arc, which that's 13 and 14. 13 and 14 is kind of like the closing of the previous arc, and then kind of like slowly building up to the next arc. And then that is another one where I was like, I have to keep reading. I can't keep waiting until the next volume comes out, which is in November. Like I'm not waiting that long. Plus, by November, I don't even have space for it. But by November, I actually this weekend, actually, I'm hopefully getting a new shelf. So maybe this will look a little different next time you see it. But yeah, Tokyo Revengers, I really like it. I really enjoy it. My wife actually really likes it as well. She watches the anime. She hasn't read it, but she watches the anime with me. I kind of like to see and compare. Now that I'm a manga reader, I like to kind of watch it and see like, oh, what's different, what's the same. So she's getting a kick out of it as well. She has some gripes with it, which is gripes that everybody has. Like one, their age. If you're not into Tokyo Revengers yet, you definitely should. But their age definitely throws you off because they're doing so much to be like 13, 14 years old. It is not set in a world like, for example, Naruto, where that's kind of normal. It's more set in modern day time. So it's like, why are they doing these things? But considering they're delinquents, I think it's supposed to give the pass, which it's good enough for the story. You know what I mean? So if you're interested in delinquent manga, which I know some people are, definitely check it out. I don't think you'll be, upset about reading Tokyo Revengers or watching anime. It depends. The last thing I have is, like I said, I think this manga in general is new. It's The Summer Hikaru Died. It's by Mokurin. I'm hopefully not butchering that, but I've heard a lot of good things about it. I know some people have like read it all and finished it all online. I just collected the first volume because it just came out. Seemed interesting to me. Essentially, what it's about is these two friends. They're inseparable, and then I think they go into the mountains or something. One comes back, but the other one doesn't. Then eventually, when the other one comes back, something's weird. Something's off about him. He seems the same. He has the memories of Hikaru. He acts like Hikaru. However, there's something off about him, and I guess it goes into that. I have not read a single chapter of this manga. I definitely plan on doing so. I just haven't done it yet. That's kind of really it. I just have a lot to read, and I just realized people are reading manga at like 20 chapters a day, 30 chapters a day. I read 3. 5 at most on a good day. So I have been stepping it up these last like couple of days once I found that out, because there really is time where I could be reading and I don't do anything. So I've used more of my free time to be reading. And I think it's helped me kind of slow my life down as well, which is something that I picked up reading in general, and this is kind of off topic, but I picked up reading in general to kind of slow life down. A lot of my hobbies and stuff require me looking at a screen, such as creating videos, editing videos, because I have other channels. Doing my work, I literally work on the computer from home. So I'm staring at screens all day. So I started picking up reading. A lot of stuff I was reading was very serious and very like self-improvement, which there's nothing wrong with that. But I did want something that kind of, change it up a little bit. That's why I started picking up manga, if we're interested in why. So anyway, yeah, I definitely will get to reading this. I just have a lot to read, and it doesn't help that I'm falling into the digital trap of reading manga digitally because it's so much quicker. But once again, it defeats the whole purpose of why I started to do this. So I have to dial it back and find, checks and balances. But I definitely will be reading this soon. If you have read it, let me know what you think of it. I have no idea when the second volume comes out. I don't even want to lie, because I was going to say, I want to say it's 7 volumes. But I don't know. I could be lying. I don't know how many volumes it's supposed to be, but I don't know. And I also don't know when the second one comes out. So we'll see. But I will definitely read this at least before the second one comes out. But I do look forward to your comments and letting me know how good this is. That does it. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for leaving all your nice comments. Thank you so much for just being you. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate all the love and support I get from everybody who comments on my videos. I watch manga videos. I watch anime related videos. There's so much edits and stuff. And while I do incorporate some of that into my videos, my whole thing is I want to feel like this is a conversation. This is a community. So hopefully I'm doing a good job of conveying that. If there's anything you want to see more from me, then let me know. I love editing videos. So if you want to see more of that like highly edited stuff, I can do that. That's still not going to be me. I'm still going to do these videos. I'm still going to do videos like this. If I just can make it better by adding a little more edits, and let me know. I know that's, just watching someone talk the whole time can be, just not the best content in the world unless the person's really interesting. So let me know what I can do better. My whole point is once again to document my manga journey, but also more importantly to build a community of people who like to watch anime, read manga, enjoy life. That's kind of really it. So that does it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.